League racing on PlayStation 4, NASCAR Heat 5. Tonight we have the Cup Series. We're racing the Roval tonight. Going to be an exciting race tonight. Cup Series is winding up their regular season. Got a couple guys that are going to be fighting for a few playoff spots down towards the bottom of the rankings here. With me tonight in the booth, I've got Jackson, Electric, and Hail State. Jackson, what's going on?
What's up? I'm doing well, I guess.
That's good. That's good. Electric, you and Jackson were just in the Xfinity Series race. I'll turn to you.
Electric
you got
was
any?
not.
I wasn't.
He was not. That was right. That's right. Well, there's our first mistake. We just missed the chicane on turn one there. Electric, what do you know?
Well, I guess to keep yourself competitive is just you're gonna have to drive this track hard. Knowing by practicing a little bit at this track, you really gonna need to force it, especially with racing against Heredia and Joker. Them two are pretty great here at this track, and you need every bit of energy to race this track, and need to be on point with your timing, with the brakes and everything.
Very good assessment there. And then finally, the last member of the broadcast tonight, we're going to go radio style. So one of us is going to be taking observations for the entire track. The other three are going to be taking sectors of the track. Hail State, where are you at tonight, and what do you think is going to be the biggest thing that we're going to have to look out for here?
Well, I'm currently watching over the backstretch chicane all the way back to the start-finish line, and I think that is going to be one of the main, not only factors of this whole race, but probably where this race will end up being won. There's a few guys in here that I know are going to be fast, and I know it's probably going to come down to two of them, and it's going to all depend on who can brake in time for the last chicane and get that drive-off better, because the chicane is so close to the finish line. The person that gets a better drive off is probably going to beat the other one to the line. So it'll be interesting to see as the race winds down how that plays out.
I'm with you on that. So yesterday we saw the Cup Series in real life at the Indy Road Course. A race that seemed like it was just as broken as a track in this game that I will not mention. Do you guys foresee anything happening at this race? Jackson, I'll start with you, that will lend itself to real life.
I mean, at the Charlotte Roval, there is some big curbs that you can hop over. In the Xfinity race, I hopped over one and almost flipped. So that was like that at the Indy Roval.
That's true. Do you have a specific corner that was in mind? Because I know those turtles are going to come up and they're going to hit you pretty hard.
One of them is, or both chicanes they're in. The backstretch chicane is the one I almost flipped on, but the front stretch chicane, if you hit it, it could spin you or it could help your lap a lot.
Yeah, that's for sure. So last time out here for the Cup Series, last season, the the Charlotte Roval, it came down to Joker and Heredia. Joker got the best of Heredia in that race. We've got a couple newcomers to the Cup Series this season. One of them being Ghost. A couple others like Fire Slayer, Mike G, who is returning but is in a different vehicle this season around. Do you see anybody possibly even have a shot to take down the two Titans in Heredia and Joker? Electric, I'll go to you.
Really don't know. It just all matters about who really put in the work for this track and who can get up there with them too, because they are hitting lap times and unexplainable races right now.
Yeah, if the lap times that they're gonna if they hit the lap times that they hit in practice, in qualifying, or in the race, the field's in for it. Looking at it here, it looks like Heredia has a 7/10 of a second gap between him and Joker, and then Joker has a half a second on third place, who's Captain Jack. So we are going to see a bit of discrepancy between the top 5. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, don't get started on how spread out the field going to be after. Let me say about 1 or 2 laps of driving.
Yeah, I think with also manual cautions being off in this, actually, excuse me, game cautions being off, manual cautions being on, it's going to take about 5 cars or so to really initiate a manual caution. So Cup Series is going to try to run this thing all the way through with no interruptions to the end of the stages and the end of the race.
Yeah.
But if they go into the heartburn turn and stack them up, block the track, then we're going to have a roadblock and a restart. Re-rack them up and let them go. Hail State, I'll go to you for this one. On the restarts and the initial starts of each stage, what are you going to be looking for here?
I'm going to be looking for probably the inside line driving off into the Tums Heartburn turn into 1 right there. The inside line on the restarts here is very, very good because, like we said earlier with the chicane, the configuration of the front stretch here at Charlotte Motor Speedway is very, very tight, as we just got an invite to join, so I'll make this quick, but it is very important to stay as and so you can get as good of an entry into win as possible.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one there. The way that this game is set up is that car really gets light once you make the first turn into the second turn, before you get to the first few right-handers in 3 and 4, which is where I'll be taking over the broadcast here as we go radio style for this one. All right, so you guys loading in too?
Yep.
All right, great.
Yeah, 54 laps, I believe, is the race length.
Wow.
At least I think so. That's what no screen said.
Well, if it's going
all right, they're coming down here. If you guys are in, green flag is out here. Heredia off down the front straightaway into turn 1. He's going to brake hard. Joker is second. Captain Jack third. Jim fourth as they pile up there, 2 and 3 wide. As they file down to 2 wide, turn 3. Heredia still has an advantage over Joker, who pops the turtles there. Out of turn 4, here they come, headed down the short straightaway into turn 5.
Yeah, right now we is already seeing Heredia getting out to a great lead, and Joker right behind him with Captain Jack and Jim. You've been seeing Captain Jack and Jim put in the work and actually try to keep themselves in contention to win this race or almost win this race. But Heredia right now out to a great lead with Joker. I don't know if Joker must have mistimed the gear or something, but he just needs to pick it up.
Definitely, as we head into this first chicane, Jim and Captain Jack jumped the turtle there. That's kind of similar to what we saw at the Indy Roval in real life yesterday. They jumped that, but they luckily don't get as much damage as the real cars do. Heredia is clear of Joker. Those two are running away from us, the pack, and we head back down the front stretch.
Heredia into the first corner here again, into the heartburn turn, clear lead over Joker by a few car lengths there. Joker with a commanding lead over third. The two of these guys have already settled themselves into the first 2 positions. The battle for third is on, trying to get back to that. It looks like Jim is in third. He's got a little bit of a gap there to the 4th place car, trying to make that out. The 2 of Sharp, I believe, as they head down into turn 4 and 5.
Yes, as man, we is having a great battle right back here with Jim and them, but we're going to scroll right back up to Heredia just because of I'm thinking that gap right there closes up so we can see something between them two, but Heredia is still out to a great lead at the end of the day as he's going through the turns.
The chicane is definitely going to be a very big passing zone as we see some action between Jim and I believe Sharp back there for third and fourth. Nothing comes out of it. And Heredia seems to have kind of checked out on Joker, increasing his lead. 11 laps in this stage. Can he hold on for all 11? Right now it's looking good as we head down the front stretch.
Head down the front stretch again. Here is Heredia through the final few turns there. Another lap logged into the books. Heredia and Joker opening up a huge lead here. Looks like Jim's actually kind of holding station. I've actually lagged out, guys, so I'm going completely by the stream here for a minute. So, Jackson, if you could take over for a minute while I get everything pulled.
May have just wrecked.
Oh, right now, as we still have Heredia out there in that front pack right now, as y'all can see. And we have Joker. He is not catching up. He is actually losing ground. Yeah, sad to see this because we wanted to see a battle between them two. But I think the real battle right now is Sharp and Jim right now. They fighting for, I believe, third. Yes, they are fighting for third and hoping the best between them.
That is definitely one of the main points right there. Is one of the things I want to bring up is the regular season championship. Heredia gained a lot on Joker in the last race, and with a win here and beating him, as he hits the wall, gets a very rough hook down the front stretch, but it could help him a lot to beat Joker in this race.
Looks like Heredia with a big lead, and then Joker on a big lead on Sharp. As the field is really spread out here, both back in the pack. The Riley hit a wall, but really spread out right now, not much action.
Yeah, so exactly what Jackson just said is not that much action. We have Brody going through that grass a little bit and get right back up. And yes, we don't have that much action. We just have spread out racing, I should say. You probably see one or two cars in a pack all together, but it's not going to be as much. Casting is right now past the Drunk Fest, still through the chicanes.
Lots of single file racing as we see the 88 actually kind of closed up to the 10 there a little bit, but the 10 got a good drive off and he's going to get the gap back sharp up into the wall as maybe Jim can capitalize on that as they go past the carousel out in 3 and 4, and Heredia is now on the front stretch checking out from the rest of the field, hits that wall again, but he is clear on the front stretch.
Got the stream back here, guys. Heredia in the lead, Joker in second, Sharp in third, Jim in fourth, and the battle between Captain Jack and Drunkfest continues on as Captain Jack missed the final corner there. Drunkfest cleared through in the fifth as he goes down into turn 2 here. Looking back, it looks like
two cars have wrecked.
2 cars in the back have crashed. Don't see who that is.
The Ghost is one of them, the 3, and I'm not sure. I think Dolgen, the 24, is another one.
Thought it was low, but yeah, right now we will have. Gotta scroll through it again. Right now we did have Mike G passing the third of Ghost.
Oh, there's a car around behind them. The 17 of Fluffy has completely just ate the inside wall off of turn 4.
Yes, as we see Sharp actually closing up to Joker just a little bit here. Maybe he can make up some time. This will be a huge pass here for Sharp. As remember, he is retiring after this season, and he would love to get in the playoffs. Maybe this is a shot for him to potentially do that as they head down the front stretch.
Sharp did say that do not sleep on him. He is adamant that he is going to be a force to be reckoned with come the playoff time. So he's got about a 15-car gap between him and Joker. He has been closing in the past few laps. He's found something here through this twists and turns of the Roval. Heredia is still up there within sight as Joker and Sharp follow him into turn 5.
Yeah, it's going in as Doctor said, turn 5. Still waiting for everybody to close up, but I'm not sure do we have pit stop, because if we do, this hopefully will close up just because of people might go a little bit extreme on the tires or not.
Yes, I'm trying to shuffle back through the leaders as here we see Sharp closing in again on that chicane. That seems to be a very, very strong point for him in this track as he has put some time in between himself and the 88. But the 10 of Heredia seems to have just checked out completely. Not much competition for him right now up front as he passes the line and goes down the front stretch.
Heredia in a different zip code. Joker trying to get there. Sharp is trying to find the same mailing address that Joker is in right now. Sharp closing in again on the 88 of Joker. To Electric's point, I don't think that fuel is going to have to come into effect here, as there is about 6 laps to go and there should be about 7 on a tank. I believe that they're 1 to the good. So down into turn 5 they go again. To you, Electric.
Yeah, right now, as I am now knowing that there's no fuel today for this stage right here, as I think we should be really good here. Joker did not close up anywhere on Heredia, and it looks like Heredia got this stage right now in the bag with them going through the chicane.
Yes, this chicane is very tricky. As you remember, back to
the 6 and the 42 hit each other going into one of the final turns there, coming off of the infield.
42 wrecked, and I believe the 6 hit him.
That is unfortunate for Allen and Brody as we head back down to Heredia, who is taking the pack back down the front stretch.
Down the front stretch, Heredia again checked out. Joker stretching his advantage over Sharp, it looks like here. I don't think Sharp got a good turn or a good lap there. Something happened. I think he's actually lost a little bit of ground. Heredia going through the infield now, heading back to you, Electric.
Yeah, right now I would like to say for Sharp to get up to Joker or probably Heredia, you have to stay consistent with your lap times, with you getting in and out the gas, and putting them gears into use. For I think the second time this season, you have to stay consistent and hope the best to stay up there with Heredia and Joker because they are pretty good.
The 42 is wrecked again. He's in the grass right now. He's not having a very good race so far.
And that could do damage as we see the 10 passing the 1, putting him a lap down. Heredia, a country mile. Can't even see the second place car of Joker in his rearview mirror as he leads back through chicane and back across the start finish line.
Heredia is the cheat code at these road courses, as we all well know. Joker trying to keep himself within the sight of the 10. That 10, is just gone, like Tail State has just said. Distant back to the third place car as well.
Joker hit the wall pretty hard as seeing that crash right in clear right now. Sharp should really be able to get up to Joker, even though Joker did do a 360 and got right back up onto the track and kept driving. That damage is going to be pretty key of how he falls back.
24 wrecks. 3 hits him.
Yeah, those two have been going at it for a little while there. As they're coming out of turn 2, it looks like the 24 now has a little bit of an advantage over the 3. Takes it way wide. The 3 gets right back to him, gives him the space there. The 3's going to try to attack him coming into turn 5 again.
Yes, I cannot believe my eyes, but Alton hits the wall, got Ghost trying to get in front of him, but we're going to try to circle up right to the leaders again. And Bostic did get out the way. There we go. Heredia is right now in turn 3. Comes to ground, and we'll be right back to me talking about Heredia, just going through the progression, and right now about to lap Brody.
Yeah, Brody took a pit stop there. He needed to fix some damage, maybe tighten the car up. He has been really, really light in that rear end. So unfortunately for Brody, a track that he does like too. As he now is showing a little bit of a gap between him and Heredia. I'm not sure if Heredia is just giving him the space there, as this is lap 9 of 11 in the first stage.
Yes.
Oh. Heredia up to Brody around 6 or 7 second lead on the Joker, who has around 3-second lead, I believe, on Sharp.
Yeah, Sharp is still in third from what I can see. It looks like the 42 again just got a little light. Trying to circle back to find the 11. The 11 is now, it looks like he's about a second behind the 2. This is probably the closest battle that we have on the track right now, up at the front of the pack. Sharp is taking a little bit of a wide entry into turn 4. The 11 is going to follow him through. Sharp a little bit loose going in the 5.
Yes, as like you did say, Bellator, they're right there right now. The only people that are Sharp look like he messed up that turn, and Jim picks up on that. Love to see people that picks up on mistakes and that goes through, but as them two are right now about to head into the chicane, don't know what braking zones they both have as they go. Jim.
Definitely, there's a lot of hard battling, but right now, it seems like Joker's kind of closed up a bit on the road. I'm not sure how many laps we have left to go.
This is the final lap. It's
final lap. Heredia is the stage 1 winner.
Heredia wins stage 1. Joker finishes second. The battle for third. Sharp is going to take that over Jim.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. It looks like Sharp wrecked. I'm not sure.
It looks like Sharp did wreck, but I'm not sure. Did he get past the line?
It looks like Sharp did get past the line.
He may have looped it, knowing that the stage was over, and just completely just sent it off of that final chicane. He might have gotten third, maybe in fourth. We don't know, but he falls back into the line here in front of his teammate, the 12 of Fireslayer, who we haven't mentioned yet. Trying to check to see where everybody panned out here.
Jim, who took third from him.
I'm expecting Joker to fall back a little bit just because of him hitting that wall. It really killed him, and I really think there's a lot of damage right there on that area.
We don't know how much damage.
Hunt in the 38 gets 10, so that's a good stage points for him and his still young Cup Series careers. We head back to the front and get ready for restart.
Alright, it looks like Joker didn't lose any time. There could have been a lot of people there who had a lot of damage that needed to get that fixed. It looks like Fireslayer has jumped everybody into fourth as we head them down into turn 1, a heartburn turn. Heredia clear again off of Joker. Joker hard on his tail. Jim in third, keeping pace with them right now as they enter turn 3. The 3 of them have a clear advantage over fourth place. That is going to go to Sharp right now as they head off down the little short shoot here into turn 5, electric towards you.
Yes, right now we do see Heredia in the lead once again, but we do have this time aggressive and aggressor 88, 11, and the 2 and the 42. I'm for sure. No, I don't know if the 42 is on the list, but no, he's not. But anyway, moving on to, like I said, Heredia and Joker. We've been seeing them two battle throughout the whole day, but right now, go to you.
Heredia! Hitting very, maybe not, maybe that was just this game being laggy. We don't know, but what we do know is now Jim is close up to Joker, trying to take a second away from him. Heredia pulled a two-wheeler like they see in the monster trucks on that turtle, but he keeps his car on 4 wheels back down as they head down the front stretch.
Heredia doing a perfect maximum destruction impersonation there and gapping Joker in the meantime through that back stretch bus stop. I don't believe that could have been some sort of game lag there, but that was impressive nonetheless as they come back out of turn 4. Electric heading to you. There's a battle right there for third between Jim and Sharp.
Thank you for pointing that out to me. Yeah, I was surprised he ain't spin, you know, because of the NASCAR physics, and popping a two wheelie here is it's not possible to even stay straight. But great job for him to do that. Joker did mess up a lot of time from doing that, but he's still back here with them going through the chicanes again. Twitch TV.
This is definitely... Oh, he's going to do it again! Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is just lag. As soon as he lands on all four, the game puts him 5 feet ahead of Joker. So
It
might
is lag.
just be seeing this at our speed, but it's
I see his
impressive
screen.
nonetheless. As we got Heredia is pulling away from Joker, Joker pulling away from Westfield. Same story in stage 1, we head down the front field.
Stage 2 is looking a lot like Stage 1. The 10, the 88, the 11 and the 2 battling, and then newcomer to the top 5 after Stage 1, a horrific Stage 1. Brody finds himself in 5th. Behind Brody here we have the 8 of Captain Jack. Captain Jack has a separation between him and the next place car as they head themselves down into turn 4 and 5.
Yes, I'm scrolling right back up because I'm for sure when Dalato was talking, I'm for sure I did see Heredia hit that wall, which made Joker pick up on that and get that lead a little bit more closer as they're about to go to the chicanes, about to go through the chicanes, and let's see, it's different braking zones, and here we go, Hellspace.
Oh, we got a bit of another time where Heredia gets a good drive off on the back chicane, pulls away from Joker a little bit, as we know this Roval is Heredia's home. He loves this track, and he seems to be running it very well as he's pulling away from Joker as he hits on the front stretch.
Heredia and Joker using all the real estate they possibly can down into turn 1. It looks like Joker's able to close in here, maybe using the 10 as a rabbit, finding out where he is better and trying to capitalize on something he could do a little different. Hard into the braking section in turn 3, hard into the braking section in turn 4. He draws close down to Heredia's rear bumper as they go into turn 5.
Yes, I did see Joker hit a little bit of that grass and made him slow up a little bit more, but as they're about to be going through the turns of Charlotte, it's still looking like a great lead for Heredia as he did get his progression great right there with Joker just fell back a lot after that turn.
Seems to be a lot of the same story here at the Charlotte Roval once we get spread out. It is single file throughout most of the field. Very dominant running for Heredia, and Joker, as we expected, they were pulled away from the rest of the pack in their own zip code. But Heredia, Joker's been able to hold the gap better than he was in stage 1. We'll see if he can do anything with it as they head back down the front stretch.
Joker and Heredia clear out to the lead. I'm going to focus myself back here on Captain Jack and Fire Slayer. I'm not sure if this is the battle for 6. I believe it is. They are just coming past the start-finish line into turn 1. Jack has got a little bit of an advantage over the 12 car, who has a little bit of an advantage over the 6 car. This is the closest 3 cars on the track right now as they go into turn 3, heading down to turn 4, heading to you Electric for turn 5.
Yes, I'm right now looking at Sharp and Jim. These two are neck and neck right now with them going through the turns once again, and Sharp is trying to pick up on the pieces that he has dropped and thrown on the ground. And if he can go through these chicanes and get in front of Jim, I think he'll have a clear path to get Joker.
Yes, definitely. We've seen speed out of that 2 car before this season. We have seen what he has been able to do with the right situation. He is able to hang with the best, and we shall see if he can do it, as Heredia and Joker still checked out as they are on the front stretch just now as the rest of the field enters the back chicane.
Entering the back chicane is the rest of the field. The battle here is for 3rd. The 11 car has it, the 2 car wants it, and not too far off in the distance is at 42. Heading through the heartburn turn to turn 1, turn 2. The 2 draws a bead on the 11 car. He's going to get closer to him here in turn 3 as he uses the brakes to his advantage here. Down for turn 4. The 2 continues to draw closer. Don't look now, but Brody is going to be sitting there looking at this battle, chomping at the bit, seeing if the 2 of them get together as they head through turn 6 and 7.
Oh man, speaking of Brody, Brody went through that grass but hanged on to it. And Jim went through that grass but hanged on to it. As Sharp would look like, will he take third? No, he hits the wall, could not do it, could not pull it off. But he do have multiple opportunities. If there goes, look like let him pass to make sure to have a great braking zone right there, as we do see Heredia in the front.
We do see also that 42 not getting too far behind as he gets a little loose off of exit into the back chicane. It seems like the 2 has been let by the 11 as we head back down the front stretch with the 10 and the 88 checking out in the field.
It's a smart move here by the 11 to let the 2 by. Learn a little bit of what you're doing wrong. What's he doing right? Can you change your line up for the end of this race? Stage 2 is a learning stage. I've always used this stage as the learning stage. If there's anything wrong with my car, I always try to figure out if there's something that somebody else is faster than me, what they're doing versus what I'm not doing. See if I can modify my stage 3 on that. As they head down here to U Electric for turn 4 and 5.
Yes, right now we do have Heredia still out to Crazy Lee versus Joker. I am not surprised at all to see these two, 1, 2, and I am happy to see Sharp and Jim up there.
Sharp and Jim up there battling for some good stage points, but right now it is all been the Smithfield show up front. Heredia had led every single lap ever since the green flag dropped. As we see, the gap is not decreasing or increasing. It is just kind of staying the same. As Joker's a big dive, but Heredia's in the wall. He gains some as they go down the front.
Heredia just cooked the outside wall there like it was a pound of bacon. Joker closing in here on him now. Joker right to the rear bumper. I don't know how much damage that did to the 10 car, but Joker is right there. He's going to be able to outbrake him as Heredia's car is now going to get a little bit tighter. He's going to have to change the trajectory through the corners. Joker may have the advantage here as they head down to U Electric in 5.
Yes, right now we do have a close battle for first between Joker and Heredia. Now that inside wall can be deadly, so if they try to cut the track a little bit, no, they'd be okay. And every time it looks like Heredia has got Joker in these 2 areas. It's either the front chicane, or it's either that turn right there as soon as you get out of that method.
Seems like they could go pretty even through the infield road course section. As Joker gets loose, I thought he might have a good exit, but he gets loose, and that's going to allow the 10 to free up some more space between him and the 88. It seems like the 88 could keep up with him on the infield section, but when it comes to the bigger oval section, the 2 chicanes, Heredia just can handle through those corners very well as they head back down the stretch. Getting
as
loose.
The 10 gets loose, Joker is a shark in blood-infested water. He smells it. Contact between the 2. The 10 and the 88 now side by side. Heredia's going to give it to him, probably by design here, trying to see if he can gain a little bit. Joker's got a cleaner car right now, as he's going to be able to gap him just a slight little bit. Heredia's going to learn a couple things behind the 88 as they head down to U Electric.
Yeah, man, I'm just thinking about shockingly and sadness right now with the 10. I don't know if this is going to be pretty good for him because he haven't experienced dirty air with his car and haven't seen his car when it's behind the 88 or anybody else that's in the field. And they're about to go into the chicanes to use those things.
Going into the chicane as Joker gets another shaky entry. Heredia closes up. And it's going to be a good battle here, and I believe coming to 2 to go next time they get the line. What does Heredia do now? He is now in a position where he's not winning all race, being the guy trying to get past rather than the guy leading as they head back down this front straightaway.
This is the final lap in stage 2. Heredia now the chaser and not the chasee. Joker has the lead. Heredia wants the lead back. Enter going through 2, coming down to 3 across the bridge here into turn 4. Joker and Heredia both using the turtles in 3. Down to 4, they apex. Down to 5, Joker with a smoother entry and exit as they head into 5.
Yes, And it looked like he's gaining a little bit on Heredia, but remember, Heredia do not let anybody go. If you're in first, he will not let you go at all. He will make sure he has at least a couple tens to just seen the one car just on the track right there. They pass him, but he has a big lead going into this game. What can Heredia do?
What can he do? We shall see. Coming to the green-white checkered. It seems like Joker got a good turn. What does Heredia do? Does he try and dive and get a stage point, or does he kind of just let Joker coast away with stage 2? We shall see. Coming through. And he doesn't dive. Oh, good exit, but it's not going to be enough.
It's not going to be enough, as Heredia is going to be short here for the stage 2 win. Joker first, Heredia second, and unfortunately it looks like Jim has... We have lost Tail State, and we have also lost Sharp in the race. Sharp has unfortunately lagged out. Unfortunate for the guy who was had a pretty good run there. Battling for third with Jim. That leaves Brody coming home in fourth, and I'm going to try to find out what the rest of the top 5 is. It looks like the 12 and the 24s, who I just went to, they're back maybe outside the top 10, as they look pretty slow crossing the finish line there.
One thing I want to say is, throughout this week, I have done practices with both Joker and Heredia, and the one place Heredia gains a lot at is coming out of the infield section. Joker has not been very good out of there. I gain time on him occasionally, but Heredia is really good right there.
Yeah, Heredia has always been good in the bus stop. There's no doubt about it. There is one place that if I were to try to pick up something from Heredia, it's through the bus stop. Unfortunately, it didn't work for me, but it works for him. I don't know what he does, but he does it with perfection every single time. As now we green flag in stage 3, Heredia and Joker. Same story, different verse. Going through turn 1 and 2. Down into turn 3, Heredia maintaining the lead. Newcomer into third. It looks like Jim and then Captain Jack in fourth, followed by Brody in fifth. That is the battle right there, and I can't make out who that car is behind them. That might be Ubi down in there in sixth. Good run for him as they head off into turn 5.
Yes, that is Alistair. Just to confirm it, yes, it is the 48 of Riley. As now, this is the aggressive stage 3. I would love to call it the beaten down stage. This is all coming down to if you made your right decisions with your traction, not the traction, your wedge, and everything else as you head to Jackson.
Yeah, Joker is right there, but also the 11 of Jim. Field is not spread out or the front 2 have not spread out as much as they have earlier in the race. Jim has been good recently. I don't think of him as like a top road course racer in the league, but he could be a contender.
Yep. Heredia, for whatever reason, just gapped Joker off of that final chicane there on the front straightaway. I don't know what he did differently or if he found something. Jim has been good in other leagues in his career. In this game, on road courses, showing that strength here as he was able to stay with Joker. Brody now all over the rear bumper of Jim as they head down to U Electric in 5.
Yeah, but like I said before I had to switch it on to Jackson, this stage, it matters about your wedge, which is tire pressures, what did you put them on, and how great can you drive this car, because Heredia and Joker, they will be out of here in 1 lap. And I am not joking about that. Now, it seems like Heredia is gaining against Joker off that front chicane because he drives it more deep in there. But into Jackson.
I believe this stage may potentially be a fuel mileage stage, or for the race, as Joker and Heredia have a big gap right now.
Yep, as they come down the front straightaway, I can confirm this is going to be a full strategy stage. They're 2 laps complete, now working on the 3rd lap here in stage 3.
Oh,
There are 10 laps of fuel left on the tank right now, 24 remaining in the race, so you're going to have to either stop twice or you're going to try to figure out how you can stretch 4 laps out of the tank of fuel. Maybe 2 and 2, split it up, try to go long in each, and then try to get it towards the end of that. I don't know how you're going to be able to do that, but we have 2 guys here, Joker and Heredia, who are probably going to just be able to gap themselves far enough away from the field. They're not even going to have to worry about that. I've run into your course here, Electric, as they're coming back on the big track.
nah, man, you okay? As that I don't know if anybody else seen it. Luckily, I caught it on stream, but I did see Jim spin out, and I don't know if Brody is in 3rd. I think he is, but yes, a gap in between as I give it to you, Jay.
Yes, so Joker really closes up, goes to the bottom. Heredia maybe giving it to him, maybe saving fuel or just giving it, trying to follow Joker, see what he's doing. As he drives in really deep.
Yeah, I don't know about them following each other. It looks like Heredia might now be realizing that this might be a fuel play here in stage 3. Joker's going to go as hard as he can. I think that is actually the smarter move. Drive it as long as you can, get a big enough gap, because these guys are definitely the class of the field. They've exhibited that the entire race. Brody not too far behind them. That's the only thing that I can see that's going to keep them from really, really trying to play this fuel strategy out. Brody, again, he likes this place. He's good on road courses. He's definitely an ace. But compared to these 2 heavyweights, you have a bantamweight in Brody.
Yeah,
He could play spoiler here.
yeah, he probably can. As we do have now Joker in the lead, we should see a lot of everything right here as we take it right back to the chicane.
Yes, Heredia, he did let off a little early. I see Brody in the background of them, but after that, no one really close to them. They
No one
come to the front stretch chicane.
Yeah, no one really close to them. I'm looking through the field here. Jim has fallen back behind Drunkfest. I'm not sure where that is on the track. I think that might be about 8th or 9th, which is unfortunate for a guy who has been consistently in the top 5. He's going to have to fight his way back here. He's down to the start-finish line now. The battle is on in front of them. 3, the 24, the 48, the 41, all under a blanket here as they enter turn 2. Going down into turn 3, the 24 makes contact with the outside wall. The 48 is around off of his teammate. The 41 gets by, and so does the 11 as they head down to turn 4.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about, but they get right back racing, and we will have to scroll all the way up. Sorry for the busyness. Scroll all the way back up to the start, and we will have Heredia still in 2nd, but them back chicanes are really harsh on Joker. What can he do?
Oh, Heredia misses the corner. Just don't get a course penalty, but loses a lot of time as in the back. Everybody's really spaced out. Nobody's really near each other near enough to make contact.
Nobody's near each other. Those first 3 have got a country mile, as Hellstate had said before, on the rest of the field. They're now just entering the chicane. Brody is going through the heartburn turn now, so there is a pretty sizable gap from the front 3 to the rest of the field. Back down into turn 2 as the 42 goes. Will he be able to catch the 10? Is the 10 hurt? We don't know. Find out now, going into turn 4 and 5.
Yes, as we still have Joker, Brody, and Heredia, but I am still looking at this backpack because of this chaos with the 14, I'm sure the 4, 2 SHR, and then Captain Jack and the 38. Hopefully they all get out safe, and we're going to move it right back up to Heredia.
Yes, so Heredia still big gap as look back in the field. Some people around each other. 4 and the I believe that maybe the 14 have been close to each other. I'm not sure if they're really battling or teammates, so they won't be doing too much to each other.
That is a battle for position. The 14 is in 11th, the 4 is in 12th, and the 38 right behind him in 13th. Even though this is the back end of the pack, it doesn't mean these guys aren't running hard enough for those positions. That 4 wants that 11th spot. That way he can get up to the 10th position, hopefully. Maybe. 38 there. Not letting these two breathe as the 38 tries to send it in. He gets a little loose. Ooh, he takes the 4 wide. I'm not sure if that's going to be a penalty. The 8 is around the 4. The 38 there. Yep, the 38 just sent it full on. Hits the Turtles. The 8 is going to take advantage of those two spots. That is not going to go over well from the 4 to the 38.
Man, that is something right there. But I'm going to scroll right back up, you know. We had enough action. Had enough action as we have to go right back up here. And they're going through the chicanes. The Joker had built the lead.
Joker is a big lead up there. But Heredia, he'll be fast no matter what. I'm sure he can close that up eventually. Joker, in my opinion, is the second best road course racer, but Heredia is the best in my opinion, so we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah, you could flip a coin and it's between Joker and Heredia. Whoever has the cleaner race is the one who most likely is going to end up winning out of those two. Heredia right now has had a few issues within this race. It doesn't mean he's out of it by any stretch of the imagination. In third is Brody. But Joker right now extending his lead over Heredia, who is going to definitely come down pit road and fix that damage up. That way he can have a run at Joker later. Hopefully that damage isn't enough that it really puts him behind the 42. He loses time on track, because that's really, really valuable.
I like that.
Oh, it's okay. I got it. Right now we will have Joker in the lead still with a big gap in between the 10 and them. And the rest of them, like I was saying right now, if they go through that front chicane, I will go back here to check on everybody else to see how everybody else is doing. And I think Dowding is in the pits, or he must have lagged. He lagged out. The 24 is lagged out. That is something. Let's scroll up through the field still. If they go through the front chicane, and now through the starting.
Yep, so once Jackson gets back into the room, we will be able to continue the radio style broadcast. For right now, we'll kind of just go back to the traditional style. Looks like the 10 and the 88 have clearly separated themselves from the rest of the pack. Brody, however, has not let them to get too far away.
Brody wrecked.
Brody just wrecked, actually.
Back, but Brody is wrecked, and it's devastating for him. He had very poor first few stages, or first stage, he wrecked a lot, and that he worked his way all the way back up to third and ended up wrecking.
I'm not exactly sure how he wrecked there, unless he just couldn't get the power down coming off of that final chicane, and then it whipped around on him going into turn 1, because where I picked it up, he was already trying to figure out how he was going to get himself back into the race through turn 1. He's now behind the 41 of Drunk Fest here as they head down big track turn 2 off into the backstretch chicane.
Yeah, see, I was all the way up and back at the start finish line as Joker and them. But I will definitely scroll back because I am definitely seeing Brody and them. They are definitely in a different state right now, as they will be back here driving through the front chicane with him and Drunk. Make it right past, hopefully no spins, nothing, and yes, there we go.
This has become a battle of attrition here. The 88 and the 10 car have put an entire infield section on 3rd and 4th place. I believe now 3rd is going to be occupied by the 41 of Drunk. Brody had a pretty sizable gap, so all of that just went on, he only lost 1 position, which is great for him for the coming pit stop, since there's probably going to have to be 2 stops that are going to be coming up. However, that still cost him. He had a shot at the win. Now, maybe that's out of the question. We don't know. As they head off back on the big track, turn 1.
Does Brody potentially, since he wrecked, tries to out-strategize them, maybe save fuel? I know he has a clutch. I'm not sure how much that can help at road courses, but I mean, since he's not going to be able to run them down, possibly try a different strategy.
He absolutely could try a different strategy. You know, Brody, you can clutch it into the corners better than you can clutch it out of the corners. That's obvious. But you can gear down out of the corners or just keep it in fourth gear, which is going to save you even more fuel. Now, 41 is getting away here, so Brody, it looks like, has made his bet. He's going to try to stretch this into a one-stop stage 3.
Yes, as we do see these cars going through this track multiple times. I know they're probably exhausted. I know they're probably tired of driving, and they're just going to get off and have a nice day. But you have to keep going, and it looks like the 42 stopped on the wall.
He checked up a lot right there.
He checked up a lot.
Didn't have anywhere to go.
The 48 didn't have anywhere to go, and what that says to me is the 48 and the 6 both just flew by him, as Brody's using fourth gear exclusively right now to try to do exactly what Jackson said and save as much fuel as he possibly can. He's got that clutch, he's got fourth gear, he's probably just going to keep it there. If this goes his way...
Oh, leaders in the pits?
10 and the 88 in the pits, but the 42 might be able to make it one stop. Now, if he does make it one stop, what's that gap between the 42, the 10, and the 88 look like? And can the 42 hold him off if it does come down to him being in the lead?
It's like everyone is pitting right now. 42 did pit right there, but the 3 has stayed out an extra lap. Maybe he's been saving?
Going to the 4's live stream, they have 2 laps of fuel remaining, so by the time that they come back around, you can get another lap out of it here. So maybe that's what the 3 is trying to do, is just get a clean lap before he comes to pit. Fuel load is a little bit light, so the car being weighing a little bit less, maybe that's an advantage for the 3. Maybe it's an advantage for the 4, who also stayed out. There's a few others that stayed out as well. I can't really pick out who it is right now, but they will definitely all be coming down next time.
Yeah, I just expect the same out of Joker and them, if they will switch out to be the leaders, unless somebody do a short pit stop. It's like low tires and stuff.
Yes, tire wear here. It's not too bad, and of course, since it's NASCAR heat, you're faster on worn tires. But
yeah, the game logic makes a lot of sense here, doesn't it?
Yes, Ghost has stayed out another lap.
Do we know if he has a clutch too?
Now,
I'm not sure.
Probably not. If he do, then don't know what you're able to do here, because you have 2 hungry wolves right behind you, and it's not going to look as great for you, just because the more time, as everybody says, the more time you stay out, that is when, what's up, Hell State, as we have, okay. The more times you stay, my fault.
Yeah.
The more times you stay out, you lose more time, and there they go right there.
Yeah, so we're going to piggyback off of that real quick. It looks like the 3 has been able to stretch this because, like I said, what the 42 was trying to do, looks like the 3 has actually been doing it for the entire stage. I expect to see him down on pit road this lap here. He's gone 2 extra laps longer as he's 2-wheeling it. Joker gets by him. That'll be for the lead. But again, the 88 and the 10 will have to make a pit stop, another pit stop. So will the 3. But the 3 is going to probably come down here. Yes, he's coming down now. But he got 2 extra laps on those guys, which could help him out if he's able to split this between 12 and 12, which is the final 24. That means he's only going to have to stop. This is it for him.
Yes,
the other guys
I'm not sure, because the leaders were past him, but maybe if he could get himself like a top 3 using this strategy, I think it pays off, because he's been at the back for most of the race.
Well, we know he's not going to go a lap down, that's for sure. A lap here is about, 75 seconds? you're on pit road for about 50 to 60. So he's going to have a bit of a gap between him and the leaders when they come off, and he might be able to go hard for about a lap or two.
He's out right now.
And then he'll put it out. But he's out right now, and where does he cycle through? I'm trying to find out where he is. As Hell State has rejoined us, we will continue back through with the radio style broadcast. Hell State, let me know if you have any issues on your end or if you're good to go.
I don't got a invite to get back in the lobby, so I'm just gonna Mike Joy it from the broadcast view and let Jack take over the last sector.
Okay.
You don't have a few extra invites?
I can get you an invite.
Okay. Make sure y'all send each other invites.
All right. As we see Joker going through the front stretch, Heredia not too far behind him. These guys are, again, the class of the field, the class of the league when it comes to road courses. So they're on the same straightaway here in the infield section. Joker's got about a one-turn advantage on Heredia, but Heredia is not going to let him go too far. And these guys are putting up top-tier lap times at this place. Ungodly like lap times. So Joker heading off into turn 3, NASCAR 3. After hitting the backstretch bus stop, Heredia now entering that, trying to close in on Joker here as they come out of that bus stop heading into NASCAR 3.
And now I pick up here with Heredia, clearing that backstretch over now, as he's trying to chase down Joker here in the final about 10 laps of this race as they head back down the stretch.
Joker again into the heartburn turn. Heredia is closing. It's not by a lot, but you can see that 88 is getting a little bit larger every lap he goes. Back into turn 3 here, the right-hander. Another right-hander into turn 4. Down the short chute here into turn 5.
Yes, as we will have these two fighting all every single day here. They were practicing together, and they are best friends, but they are friends here in this league, and they both know that they two are pretty fast and pretty good here at these road courses. But Joker is out to a big lead. If Heredia can close this in, would be happy.
We shall see Heredia. He's clear. He's probably been the faster of the two, but Joker is doing a good job cutting through and keeping that 10 car out there, actually increasing the gap slowly, coming to 10 to go, I believe, 11 or 10 to go as they go back down the chicane and into the front straight.
Now I need to refuel my my beverage of choice here as they are in turn 1 and turn 2. I'm trying to figure out exactly what the lap counter is. I believe Hale State is right. I think that
It's 11 to go.
11 to go now. Joker is coming up on lap traffic. Hard to make out who that is on board with Heredia. It looks like that could be the 4. So that's the 4 car. We did say that there were going to be people that were going to go a lap down. As Heredia hits the wall off of turn 6.
That did damage to his car.
Yes, that did, but man, it's something.
And at this point, Joker, all he has to do at this point is just keep running consistent laps, and he will come over here and Charlotte Roval.
The question is now, does Joker even look in his rearview mirror? Does he even have the rearview mirror on? Is he trying to just focus solely on what's in front of him? He controls the race right now. He controls the pace of this race. Heredia has to catch him, not the other way around. So Joker's got to just be clean here. Heredia is really the one that's going to have to go on attack mode. Joker does play good defense, as we know, as he heads into turn 3. But Heredia is not letting him go, even though he just face planted off of turn 6. Down into turn 5, the two of them will go now.
Yes, seeing this race, and it's looking like it's always two NASCAR race. We'll probably add more later on, but right now, Joker is in this lead with Heredia. Now, Heredia's closing up on him ever since I've been on cam, ever since I've been on Heredia's hood cam. He's been catching up, but as they go through the chicanes, he needs a lot more to get through to get up.
Maybe David, but the question is it enough? That's 14
Heredia's
he
coming to
pits
the
this
pit road right
time.
now. Heredia's going to short pit, trying to get what he can. He's definitely got a lot of damage there. As the hood looks like a crinkled up piece of homework. Great physics on NASCAR's part to make it look that crappy. But anyway,
he's not repairing his damage. It's 3 seconds, but that's too much time for him to lose, I believe.
it absolutely is too much time for him to lose, but he's going to take the opportunity to short pit here, just get enough gas to get to the end of this race. But what does that do for the other guys that he's competing with? He's still in his pit box. This is definitely not just a splash and go. Did he speed?
It's a 4-tire stop.
It was a 4-tire stop? Alright, thank you for that. Heredia. Joker's going to have to run his race. Again, he's going to be the one who's going to be in control of this one. As Heredia comes out behind the 6 and the 48. He's going to have fresher tires. The 6 is going to give him the opportunity. No.
That is rough, having to...
Oh, he hits the 6 in the rear end pretty hard.
Remember, these two have been... Mid-Ohio, these two have been fighting a little bit, but... hopefully it will let him pass. Oh, it's Heredia almost spinning, but hangs on to a good save. Man, that was not ideal for him to do that.
That may have cost him the race.
That could have cost him the race. Heredia is not happy with the 6 car right now. Giving him an earful. If they're in the same party, I feel bad for the 6. But Heredia is giving the 6 all the business he possibly can. When he gets to him, he is not going to give him an inch.
Definitely not. As we see, the 48,
oh, he hits the wall again! And that might have been the game. He clears the 6 into the... Yeah, well, the 10. Heredia, it looked like... It was the game? Alright, yeah, because I saw him how much ground he just gained on the 6 after that. He cleared him into the heartburn turn. Now he's down the short chute on the infield section here. I'm not sure who's in front of him, but Heredia is going to be a man on a mission here, trying to make up whatever ground he lost to Joker. We won't know where Joker is in comparison, but we will know after the pit stop as Heredia is going through a minefield of blue cones coming back onto the big track.
Minefield of blue cones, and if he steps on one of them, we already know what will happen. But right now, Heredia is going to go right back to the chicane, and if he passes more of these cars and gain more time, I'm for sure he will be okay.
He will be okay as well. What is the biggest fear for Joker right now is probably a pit road entry mistake. He could spin on entry, he could spin on exit. The 10 knows this. He is not going to give up. He has got to keep pushing here. It'll be pretty close still. And with how much time he was making up before the pit stop, it'll be definitely close to see who comes out as the 6 goes down pit road.
So I'm not sure how Joker is going to end up here, what he's going to do when he finally does decide to come down. Joker might be in a position where he may be able to take just fuel, because I didn't see too much wear and tear in the first 2 stages on those tires. I think that they came across the line with 1 to go at 40%. Joker is coming down this time now. Gives the lead to the 11, I believe.
No, the 11's a lap down.
He is a lap down? Okay.
I think basically everybody's a lap down. Oh, Heredia! Watching the stream, he just made a huge mistake. Hits the inside of the wall. He has radiator damage and red front damage, so...
That is not going to end up well for him. That might just give Joker the opportunity to walk home with this clear and free away.
Yes, as we see Heredia struggling now through the chicane, that might have done his car in. Is he going to be able to even keep pace with the 88? Where's the 88? Is he still down pit road?
88 is exiting right now. He should have around 5 or 6 second lead. Maybe.
Looks about right. Heredia makes another mistake.
Heredia has had enough. He is beyond frustrated at this point. He is coming down the short chute into turn 5. This day has gone from potential winner to now just junked. Even though he may come home in second, Heredia knows that this is his wheelhouse. He is not going to want anything besides a win. He gets back on in NASCAR too.
Yes, we do have sadness coming in, as we do have Joker going through that chicane, but I'm looking at Heredia and it's just, dang.
It is a rough scene here for all the Smithfield fans out there tonight, as their guy seemingly had the fastest car, but a few mistakes and a lot of damage later. And now Heredia's coming
He will
back down
pit.
pit road.
Maybe looking for fastest lap. He has around a 30-second lead on everyone else, except Drunkfest. Drunkfest is ahead of him.
It became a battle of bacons, Oscar Mayer versus Smithfield, and it seems like the Oscar Mayer car turned up the heat on the Smithfield car, causing him into a mistake he didn't need to make. That's now cost the race here. Joker's just going to be able to, for the final 5 laps, just coast it home. He doesn't need to do anything out of the ordinary. He could take truck series laps here and still be able to come home with the win, as he's now back on the NASCAR 2.
Yes, as we do see Joker with the lead and only winding down the laps of him coming home with the win at Charlotte. Roval, gotta add Roval in there, but Heredia, he was another car that could have won. It's just a bad stretch at the end. That was all.
And we have 4 or 5 laps to go here. Heredia now out of the pit road behind the 41 as they're in NASCAR 2.
That's all for position right there.
Oh,
Indeed,
okay.
as Fire Slayer to the bumper of Heredia as they enter this chicane. As Heredia tries to chase down Drunk, and Drunk gets loose, and Heredia gets second, and Fire Slayer gets third. A good run for the Penske driver. If he could bring it home in the top 3 on the podium, that would be huge for that team.
Oh, Heredia just hit that wall. That first game just hit that wall a little bit, but
It's a glitch.
okay. Man, glitches, man. It did look like he hit that wall though, but there was a glitch.
We got another battle.
Still gonna move on. Anybody got a lap counter? See how many laps it is.
We're on lap 51.
Joker is coming to 3 to go, I think.
3 to go.
Yeah, 3 to go.
He passed the finish line, so here we go. Coming down to the last bit of the race.
Yeah, with 3 to go, you know, obviously with Heredia, you got to be frustrated, but he's still probably going to end up, what, second in his car? And that's a very good run. You know, mistakes happen. As we look behind, Fire Slayer seems to be pulling away from Drunk. Slayer trying to get to him before he crosses the line.
Yeah,
There's Joke.
I
Joke
just
coming up straight.
oh, okay. Yeah, just uttermost. I think it should be 2 laps and him coming at 2 laps, right?
Yes.
coming to 2 to go. I believe so, as we see Nose has moved over. Not a good race for the 4 car. As Joker takes this chicane smoothly and heads down the front stretch with 2 to go.
2 to go as Joker now entering the heartburn turn for possibly the penultimate time here in turn 2. Round turn 2, underneath the bridge there, the Bank of America bridge into turn 3. Turn 4, he is smooth sailing down the short chute. Don't expect Joker to be doing anything out of the usual here. Just kind of walking this home like it's a Sunday drive through church.
Yeah, I mean, him coming to 1 lap to go, I know he was probably really scared of probably winning or not winning this race if Aprilia was there without the mistakes, but we still right now here with Joker in that lead. Sure, Aprilia is second, but way too far behind to even get first.
Yes, it is probably it's actually definitely way too little, way too late, as I believe Joker cannot even see a car in his rear. He's way ahead of the second place car for radio.
Here's a
As he comes
37-second lead.
37-second lead coming to the white flag.
White flag is out here. Joker's got it in the bag, into turn 1, into turn 2. Everybody in the chat, get ready for the nauseating home run hitting Lewis Hamilton gif. Joker is going to be using that all night long for his dominant performance here, as he has put on a Lewis Hamilton type of shellacking. He heads into turn 5 for the final time.
Yeah, for the final time, he will go around all these turns, man, and I know he is probably happy because he was saying before this race he was hopefully going to win and show everybody that he is another one of them road course wranglers that Aprilia and Tiger and them is, and gladly he put in the work and everything else into this one.
Should Joker do a burnout right here?
I don't know about that, but I do know that Joker and Heredia, the two titans of this league, it was going to come down to who made less mistakes. And tonight it was the 88, and Joker can officially get in there because he is going to win at the Charlotte Roval.
Joker
he does give us a little burnout.
He does give us a burnout like he did last year. The 4-car was just wanting and praying this to be over. He waited for Joker to do his burnout so he could cross the line. Joker is going to finish first and win in a dominant performance as he can get in there finally. Heredia, after all of the issues that he had, is still going to bring it home second. Surprise finisher in third potentially for this one is going to be the birthday boy and Fire Slayer, who turns 106 today. Drunk Fest is going to be in fourth. Ghost is possibly going to end up fifth. Jim in sixth. Riley in 7th, Captain Jack in 8th, Brody 9th, and LD Allen in 10th as far as we can see right now. As they are still crossing the line, we are joined by Joker. Joker, we will get to you in 1 minute here as we just wait for everybody to finally catch up to you as you use the time stone in this race. So bear with us as we wait for the entire results to come across the board here. We can confirm that Heredia is going to finish second. The 106-year-old Fire Slayer finishes third. Drunk in fourth. Ghost in fifth. Jim in sixth. Riley in seventh. Jack in eighth. Brody and LD Allen here are still battling, still coming to the line. Looks like it's going to go to Brody in ninth. 10th is going to be Captain Jack. And then the rest of the field we will get to in a little bit. But we are joined by you, Joker. You didn't waste any time getting into the booth, as you didn't waste any time on the track today. Dominant performance. What were you seeing out there?
Clear air. That's something I haven't been able to do in the past few races. This was a good win. Really statement win for me. I love the battles on the road courses with Heredia. I'm just surprised. I don't know if one of you guys could explain why he pit again, then that'll enlighten me a lot.
He had his car looked like a doom buggy. He needed to pit or he was going to blow the engine.
Okay.
Yeah.
But just a good win. I'm really happy I needed that win. Heredia got the fastest lap. But I needed that win because I haven't had one since Atlanta, and that was round 8. So I went almost a month, I believe, without a win. So I was just so, I don't know why, I was just so happy for the stage win earlier. But good race overall.
Yes, it was
Yeah,
a
you
good
could.
win, a very dominant win. In fact, as he ended up gapping him by probably near 40 seconds at the end. It was a Lewis Hamilton performance for sure.
Yeah, I mean, everyone usually writes the road courses off to Heredia, so it's good to shut those haters up when they do.
It's like we said earlier with the two, Heredia and Joker being the two titans of the league, it seems like, you know, it's probably going to come down to who makes the less mistakes, and tonight it was Joker. And that's how the 88 ends up in victory lane. As we are joined by our second
Fire Slayer.
Get to Heredia here first, finishing second. Heredia, you had a really good battle there with Joker. A couple mistakes on track. Overdriving it there in the second stage. You were definitely trying to get back to him. Is there anything you could have done a little bit differently in hindsight to make up that ground?
I'm salty, but I don't know. I guess I was trying. I was trying to save at the beginning. I thought we had a save, so I let him by. But after that, I noticed I had to push really hard to try to catch him. I was getting at him, but I just pushed him too much every single time. Made mistakes, and he just pulled away and pulled away. I was just like, got mad. And then that big wreck he saw at a pit again. It was GG's. He deserved it.
Well, there you go. Well, there you have it from our second place finisher. Now we go to our third place finisher, the Cinderella Senior Citizen, finishing third. How would that end up for you there, buddy?
Wow. Okay. Yeah, shocked, to be honest with you. Very shocked. I had nothing for the top two. Me and Drunk were just sitting back there battling with each other basically the whole race. And yeah, I got nothing for them too.
Yeah, well, I don't think anybody had you finishing on the podium in this race. Is there something that you found during the race, or something that you found in practice, possibly in the few days leading up, that really helped you out here, or were you just kind of looking at making less mistakes that got you that position?
Yeah, I just tried eliminating the mistakes that I possibly made, like last time around here, and watched everybody else make mistakes and just capitalized on from there, and yeah, just hitting my marks.
Well, there you go. Be honest with you, I didn't have you P3 tonight. I'm not sure exactly where I had you in the finishing order, but P3 is definitely a very, very well-earned surprise, especially on your birthday today. So first off, happy birthday, even though it's almost over. But hey, I mean, you get to cap it off with this, and then get and do what you got to do the rest of the night. So great run for you here. Good to see it.
Yeah, it's a little different scenery up front than being in the back in 15, 16s with.
That's for sure.
I can't help it. I don't know. I have no answer.
Speechless is one way to describe it, that's for sure. So now that we have concluded the race here, Hail State, Jackson, Electric, got any final thoughts?
I
What we
have
just saw?
Joker, do you think that a burnout is disrespectful?
Oh my gosh. I don't think so. If it's not harming anybody, And if I didn't hit anybody, then I don't think it should be a penalty. I know it was a little spicy a few weeks ago when I don't know who did it on a road course, but I think it was Tiger. Yeah,
Tiger.
It was Tiger.
yeah.
Watkins Glen and Trucks.
I mean, if it's just showing emotion, you rather show emotion than be like some of the real life cup drivers really don't show any. So that's all I have to say to that.
And I
he
do
did
think that is
Get in
something,
there, Lewis.
I forgot to do that.
you know, if he's gonna let, you know, it was dominant at the end with Joker running away with 30-second gap. Let him have a burnout. He just won. Let the man have his fun. I mean, in my opinion, if you're that far ahead, go ahead and have your fun. I mean, winning a race, especially in a league competitive as this, is no easy task. So if you're that far ahead, you know, have your fun. Go for it.
Yeah, that's all you can say.
Yeah, I don't think, I really don't think that doing a burnout coming across the line, especially at the Roval, is really too, you know, it's not a slap in the face to anybody. You get loose coming off of that final turn anyway, so he did it. He did it last year, he did it again this year. So, I mean, we didn't have a problem with it last year, we shouldn't have a problem with it this year.
This is just another chapter in the great Joker versus Heredia battle on these road courses. And I think these two, this is very good for this league. I think these two have shown the classic, you know, racing rivalries don't always have to be you go out there and you wreck the other guy every week. In my opinion, this has probably been the greatest rivalry in league history just because these two have been going toe-to-toe for so long and keeping it clean and respectful. It's fun to watch and it's fun to call, and we always appreciate a good show up here in the booth.
Absolutely appreciate a good show up here in the booth. It's easy for me to say that. From every one of us here, Electric, Jackson, Hale State, myself, top 3 finishers, Joker winning, Heredia, and Birthday Boy Fireslayer, we conclude this radio-style broadcast from the Roval. A clean Roval race, mind you. So for everybody else out there who thinks it can't be done, take a look back at this stream and you will be shown wrong. So, signing off here, Dallas492. Have a good night, guys. We'll catch you guys on Thursday. Wednesday, the Truck Series is at Talladega. That'll be the next race for Hennessy. So if you want to join that broadcast, go right ahead. Hit the subscribe, the like button, and we'll see you Wednesday night at Talladega for the Truck Series race.